Okay, now we're going to transform an exponential function. Again, this looks a little bit out of the usual notation, so I have to rewrite that so you understand where the values get put where. So if there would have been a number attached to the e, that would be the a. If there would have been a number attached to the x, that would be the b. And then the subtract 2 is this plus or minus c, and the number outside that's on the same level as the e, that's the d value. Okay, so let's look at what we have. We don't have a number other than 1 attached, the invisible 1 attached to e or x, so we do not have a stretch or compression. The x is not negative, and then the invisible 1 in front of e is not negative, so we don't have a reflection. So the only thing that we have now is we have a horizontal shift and a vertical shift. Here's something really important to know. Remember, on exponential functions, we have this invisible asymptote right here on the x-axis. So when this gets shifted down 3, when it says the graph gets shifted down 3, what it's talking about is the asymptote gets shifted down 3. Then we know how close the graph will get to that horizontal asymptote that got shifted down. All right, so what is the opposite of negative 2? Positive 2. So I'm going to take this integer point and I'm going to move to right there. And we know that's where the graph will be, and then I'm going to move it down 3. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to move that asymptote right there. And then what we know is, whoops, doggone it. I guess we did that right there. That actually got moved down to right here because this gets moved to there, this got moved to there. There we go. I was off one on the transformation. So the horizontal asymptote will be down here at negative 3. But when we shifted the point down, 1, 2, 3, it's still going to be 1 above that asymptote, and then the graph is going to do that. And I have a copy of that. However, CUDA software that I use doesn't show the asymptote. So that invisible asymptote is there, the domain and range. So for exponential, the domain, regardless of how it's transformed, will still be negative infinity to positive infinity, because that doesn't change. And remember, the range, normally it gets really close to 0 but then heads off to positive infinity. But because we shifted down 3, the closest it will get to is negative 3 without touching. That's why there's that asymptote, negative 3 to positive infinity. All right, that's it for an exponential.